glad I've got a mount for this. Just fun little tunnel on our way to the longest tunnel. I got here just after 1 o'clock, and the train came through about 20 minutes ago, more like, I don't know, 11 minutes ago, actually, looking at the time. And I understand it's just a one lane, so even for the train, that it was originally built for the train. See, it says, and then, where's the schedule? Anyway, here's how we line up. Some signals inside in case of emergency. Drive really slow. It's like the longest. And then where was the... This was built. And then look at how much it costs if you're bringing a big truck in. It can cost like motorhome is $330, because if you look at the actual city, here comes some cars, is only like 3 miles wide. So see the mile marker 3 from the tunnel. Let's see, look, here comes some cars coming the one way, and then we'll go back through, but it's $13 for a car to go through. Where did I see that price? And then, here's the schedule. It's every 15 minutes, but 15 minutes in one direction. So actually, I go in at 1:30, and then I can leave at 2. Is that right? Anyway, I can't read the schedule very good. So I am going from Bear Valley to Whittier at 1:30, and then Whittier to Bear Valley. I can leave at 2 or 3. So just a one-way, one-lane road. And I know it as not a truly off-grid city, but a remote, self-contained, like zombie-proof, because there's basically everybody lives in one building, and they have like tunnels to go from place to place. Following the war, the Army built 2 large buildings that are still remain as landmarks in Whittier. The 14-foot towers is now a condominium that houses most of Whittier's population, along with its post office, city hall, and medical clinic. The other one, now abandoned, was the largest building in Alaska when it was constructed in the 1950s. So anyway, I don't know how exciting it is to see cars come out. First and foremost, it is a train. Every effort has made to minimize the impact of trains on traffic. However, from time to time, scheduled and unscheduled train use the tunnel, and an occasional 15 to 30 minute delay can be expected. And of course, show up early to pay your toll and make it in line. Seems like a popular destination. I guess they have people come in the morning and spend most of the day in there or something. I don't know. I do know that cruise ships do come because in the morning and then move out. But this is the line coming out, and then I think that's the end of the line right there that we're going to go in. But we have 4 more minutes before they open it for us to go in. But looks like they're now allowing the big vehicles. Yes. I understand it only takes about 10 minutes to drive through the tunnel, but man, so they're letting the big buses through first. Let's see what's the map show the tunnel here. The lanes. Here's the different lanes lined up. They're just like solidly on time. Look at that. I have to remember to turn my windshield wipers off. So I'm not going to film the whole thing because, again, I read that it takes 10 minutes to go through it, which means that's a pretty tight schedule. They're doing 15 minutes of driving through and then 15 minutes of driving back. So they're just giving 5 spare minutes. I do find it interesting going into the tunnel. They're allowing the big vehicles to go first, but coming out of the tunnel, they had them last. I don't know what the reason is. And there we go. Our lane is green. So, just a minute in. So, speed limit, they recommend 25 miles an hour, and then stay a distance behind the car, don't tailgate. Oh, they actually have a light there that is telling people to stay a distance. See, look, stop, then go. So they're artificially creating a distance. That's good. So, the longest dual-use tunnel in North America. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I've always wanted to drive on the train tracks. We're driving on the train tracks. I wonder if the cruise will... This vehicle has one of those cruises that will keep a certain distance behind the car in front. But I don't think it starts until you hit 25 miles an hour. Let's see if it'll work. I'm just driving 15 now. Hey! I can set it. I've got it set at 20. But the speed limit's 25, so I'll speed up just a little bit. And it'll keep it a certain distance away. Oh, this is... Wonder how they work on this. I guess... Oh, they're closed at night. If you need to go to work, you live here, tunnel opens, I think at 7 a.m. So, I'm going to pause it so you don't see another like 8 minutes of going through this. I opened the window so you can hear what it sounds like. And they had a speed sign that shows how fast everybody's going. But everybody's going exactly 25 miles an hour. And the cruise thing is keeping me exactly the distance. Because I tried to speed up, and it wouldn't let me get any closer than that because I've got it so many feet away. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, look, there's the speed limit sign. My only issue is my glasses get dark, and so I had to take my glasses off when I came in here because it takes them a little while to clear back up. You know, narrating this actually helps me to overcome my fears, my ADHD. If I'm doing two things at once, it's interesting, makes it so I can focus more on like the road. And so I'm not, now that I'm talking about it, I'm getting a little bit of anxiety. But it's cool that it's kind of tall, because we went through some tunnels that it was just barely as wide as the train, and that freaked me out. But this one's kind of tall. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh yeah, I probably closed the window because it was raining on the other side, or drizzling on the other side. So let's see if I have to turn the windshield wipers on when I come through. I love this clip-on phone holder. Works really good. And the car in front of me got away. I still have the cruise set at 25. And there we survived. And see, it auto slows down. I think that's the best thing about these new cars, the radar cruise control. Oh, I noticed they have this, a lot of the signs where if the bridge has a limitation, they're like, oh, we'll just reduce it to 70% or 80%. That's what the bridge can handle. And there I am in Whittier. Now it's just 3 miles, the whole city across. Or according to the map, it's just 3 miles. So, and there, I do see a cruise ship sitting there, so they let some people off. That's probably most of those buses that were coming through were for that. But yeah, I remember years ago reading about this, not really the town as much as the apartment complex, how they made it, you know, because of all the snow, they just put tunnels from one building to the other. So I was thinking that'd be really good for like surviving the end of the world or a zombie apocalypse. really doing that, cruise ship. I think if I was rich enough, I'd get a cruise ship and figure out how to plant a bunch of stuff on the top deck and get a good water filtration system and a lot of solar and just park it. And you want to live off grid? This is definitely not that exciting. But here we come to the nice little town. But a lot of people come here, I know, take their boats and go out from here. And I know Seward, their port was closed as they repaired it, so the last couple months, well, the last month for sure, the boat cruises were all coming in here. Alright, I'm going to pause it until we get to I want to go see the off-grid complex. I see them in the distance, whatever, looks like Soviet bloc era apartment complexes. There it is. Pedestrian tunnel to downtown. So I guess you can take the tunnel downtown from the cruise ships right behind us. Man, that pedestrian tunnel is like a couple miles long. Comes all the way from the boat dock down there. It says comes downtown. I saw one other entrance about halfway. Look at these. How would you like this one looks abandoned, so yeah, this is the abandoned one. The Buckner building. Road is closed ahead. One thing, a lot of the roads around here are gravel because they're easier to maintain because of the freeze thaw. So this is where majority of the population lives. Again, tunnels underneath. The kids can walk to school in the tunnel. This is, see? And then everything is just self-contained. But I'm sure it's not easy to get in if you wanted to live in the tunnel. Alright, I'm going to try to boot and scoot and try to get back through the tunnel. But I doubt I'll make it. If I don't make it, I'll come back and visit some more. I made it. It's kind of cool. The leaving, it actually has a sign that says what time that next traffic release. So I'm sure I could have seen more stuff, but I went in and out real quick, parked, did some video, saw some of the things. But you know, the strangest thing about Alaska is you can't play the license plate game. They actually have a sign up there that says on this side when the next traffic release will be, and then it says lane 1 go through. Yep. So they have more signage on this side. Lane 1 open. I've only seen like 4 different licenses. New Jersey.